right, I guess we're live.
Yeah.
All right, I guess we're live. I wonder if anybody's watching what we are doing, which begs the question. Let's see what the hell's going on with the Sabaton video.
It already premiered.
Yeah, it premiered at 2 o'clock, so we're a little bit behind. Yeah, is anybody in the chat? Like, what's going on? Can you guys hear us? Hey guys, hey, can you hear us? We're new at this. We're absolutely knobs. We don't know what the hell we're doing. Come on, you can come a little bit closer and be in the picture.
We thought we would be fancy.
Yeah, we thought we would be fancy. Now we're screwing this up. But I wonder if you guys can hear us talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope you can. Hello. Yes, you're live now. All right. Thank you. If you can hear us talk, that's great. We thought about watching the. This is going to be absolutely horrendous.
Oh.
If we tried to watch the
Sabaton
video, so never mind. That's completely out of the question. So
we could always save that for a reaction video.
Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, they can hear us. All right, so we thought about Sabaton kind of threw a curveball at us.
Yeah.
They're releasing a new video right now as we speak right now. They're releasing a new video, and we thought, oh, it would be really cool for us to watch the video here, but here, let me just delete that. All right, it's better that way. It's easier that way. But you guys are choppy. Yeah, I think the stream, there's some issues with the connection to YouTube, so it's the connection is not the greatest apparently.
Baby Yoda.
It says YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain a smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. All right, so we apologize for the buffering. The video, apparently, it's really choppy. There's nothing we can do right now. I guess our internet connection is not the greatest.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. We just wanted to do this, and now I feel like we're completely fucked.
Yeah.
Because of this freaking YouTube connection saying that YouTube is not receiving enough video. But anyways, so let's make this quick and try to keep this as painless as possible, because people want to go watch perhaps the what do you call it,
the Sabaton video.
Yeah, the Sabaton video. The video is still, yeah, like, you know, it's you're getting the audio. The video is a little dodgy. I don't know why, but YouTube is having some technical difficulties with our internet connection. So it's a little bit on the dodgy side, but it is what it is. Yeah, we can see you, but buffering. Yeah, I know. We tried our best.
Yeah,
and our best hasn't been good enough.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way. Yeah, there's some issues with the internets here with our connection, but hey, it is what it is. All right, so let's get this show on the road. This is our year-end review. We normally do a video where we talk about how the year has been and how things have been. I'm glad we're not even trying at this point to stream that Sabaton video, because that would be an absolute disaster. I guess we just have to leave it. We just have to leave that for another day. The whole Sabaton thing, which was a curveball.
I think this is a lesson that we've learned, that the live streams only should be with me, Salo, and
I know, but those live streams are done through Facebook, not through YouTube. This is YouTube.
But I think that's the farthest our live streaming should go.
Right now we're 0 for 2. Every time we do a YouTube live stream, it's an absolute shit show.
Yeah.
All right, so year in review. When we think about the year that 2019 has been, it's been an absolute crazy year for us. If you ask me in 2018, at the end of 2018, what did we? Your voice seems to go through okay. Anyway, rock on. All right. If you ask me about, 2019 is almost over. That's why we're here to give a 2019 year-end review. Thank you, Graven Wolf. So, what was I going to say? Yeah, if you asked us at the end of 2018 about 2019, I would not expect 2019 to be what has been so far for us. It's been absolutely magnificent. You know, we went to so many shows. I think I went to like 100.
You say we. You went to so
many
shows.
So I went to maybe like over 120 shows this year.
I was like nice number 5.
No, you went to more than that. You're such a bullshitter. You went to In Flames twice.
Yeah.
You went to Insomnium, Ginger.
Okay, but like
you went so many
the
shows.
amount of shows I went this year, I can count on 2 hands.
Yeah.
So
I think more than that.
okay, maybe a hand and a half.
I think you have to borrow somebody's hands.
Yeah.
All right, you have to borrow somebody's hands.
Because I'm not counting the festivals.
No. I'm not counting the festivals either. I'm just saying in a regular sense. So, anyways, it's been well, for the folk that just asked about the new Demons and Wizards Diabolical, that video is coming out on Tuesday. We had some issues with copyright blocking the video. We had to reach out to the label to ask them to clear it for us. So Demons and Wizards Diabolical, that video will be out on Tuesday. All right. So for Rattlehead that asked that question, yeah. So it was great to see you guys at Dark River. It was great to see all of you guys at Dark River Festival.
Yeah.
So let's start
Especially
with
the guy who we signed his arm.
Yeah, I hope he didn't get a tattoo.
Yeah.
All right. So I know Sabaton just dropped a video. I know, like, they really threw a curveball at us. We didn't know that was happening. So now we got to check it throughout the week. So fear not, we will be checking that Sabaton video throughout this week of Christmas. Maybe we'll throw an extra doubleheader into the mix because we were not planning on doing that Sabaton video.
Yeah.
All right. So let's get started. I feel like I'm saying that every 10 minutes, but I see the comments and I start answering the comments and I kind of get sidetracked. So the year, I think there's a couple of highlights of the year. We don't have to go through the whole year month by month. I think if you ask me the highlights of the year, definitely Heavy Montreal.
Yeah.
Definitely the trip to Finland was a highlight of the year. To me, those two are perhaps the moments that are more embedded in my brain. So
and I'll never forget them.
Yeah, so as I look back in 2019, I think those two moments were great. I mean, Heavy Montreal, one of the best pure heavy metal festivals in North America. We went with media credentials, so we got to see the behind the scenes, how things operate.
Now that I know
come more into the picture.
Now that I know that Heavy Montreal is not going to be there next year, it makes me appreciate the memories I had this year.
Come in a little bit more into the picture. All right. Yeah, I agree with you, but hopefully they'll come back in 2021 and we'll be heading back up there again. How did you get the idea of going to Summer Breeze? All right, perfect. Before we talk about that, I will answer that question. There's a couple of questions. I love this because you get questions and then, it gives us something to talk about. Hey guys, Merry Christmas, Finland. I hope to see awesome videos from you guys next year. All right, so let's go with those two questions. The first question was, did you like Tampere when you visit here? And then the second question was about Summer Breeze. So let's tackle those two. But quickly, before we tackle those two, let me just say that Dark River Festival was absolutely magnificent.
Yeah.
The way they treated us, the way everybody there treated us like family, the bands were amazing. We got to see bands that otherwise perhaps we wouldn't necessarily get outside of Omnium, Gatherum, and Insomnium. There's some bands we wouldn't get to see, like Torchia and Bremere. These bands was really Mariana's Rest was really a blast seeing these bands there. I absolutely loved my time in Kotka. Hanging out with everybody, meeting everybody at the festival, absolutely phenomenal.
The hotel.
It was not a hotel. That was a freaking apartment.
Yeah, it was like an Airbnb. It
was a Russian Airbnb.
Yeah, with the Teletubby in the baby chair. It was kind of creepy, but at the same time, it was really fun having Mikel Salo and Benji with us.
Oh, definitely. And I thank Asim for taking time off. He stayed with us every single day of the trip. He was our chauffeur to Tampere. He took us everywhere, meeting people, setting up interviews. He was like our manager. It was incredible. So I really thank him from the bottom of my heart for the time that he took with us. Now, to answer the question about did you like Tampere when you visit here, absolutely loved Tampere.
Amazing.
All right? I know I'm going to piss off a lot of people from Helsinki right now, but I prefer Tampere over Helsinki.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the Beaver Bar in Tampere.
Oh, that was way better. Yeah. The Beaver Bar in Tampere is way better. Way nicer. The people there were way nicer. The atmosphere is better.
Nice people, it's all around Finland.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying the if you had to pick one of the two, the Beaver Bar in Tampere, in my opinion, is better.
Well, it was more spacious.
And it has a better vibe, has a better atmosphere to it. With the lounge, with the sofas and stuff, the posters. I really enjoyed that. And it was a beautiful city. We got to meet so many people there. JP from Beelzebubs.
He made Beelzebubs of us, which was
I know. When he gave us the book with us as Beelzebubs.
When we did the first Beelzebubs video, that was my dream, to be a Beelzebubs character.
I think, like I said, I hope I'm not upsetting people in outside of Tampere, but I absolutely love the city. The sauna there, the people, the atmosphere, the way the city looks like, how friendly everybody was. Our first sauna experience was there. You know what I mean? Beaver Bar, in my opinion, way better than the one in Helsinki. I really enjoyed there. The hotel was magnificent. We stayed at the Lapland hotels. The hotel was magnificent. So everything about the city was absolutely phenomenal. I mean, the actual city paid for the hotel for us to stay.
In Finland, in general, there was a lot of firsts. But in Tampere, there was your first reindeer that you ate, and the first sauna that we did.
Yeah. I had the reindeer blood. I
was not
reindeer blood sausage, whatever.
Yeah, I was not willing to take the journey.
Yeah, you were not willing to dip your toes into that water. So we answered the question about Tampere. Now there was a question about Summer Breeze. The question about Summer Breeze. How did we come up with the idea for Summer Breeze? All right, so let me tell you guys this. When we were in Finland and we finished our trip in Finland and we head over to Portugal to visit our family, to visit my mom and stuff. Our idea at that point was to go to either Sabaton Open Air in 2020 or to go to Guelph Metal Fest, which is also in Sweden. It was either one or the other. We were talking to our good friend Sungen, and well, I was talking to our good friend Sungen, and I was talking to the guys from Meadows End, and we were trying to set up how we were going to set up the trip. Sungen was going to get me in touch with some of the organizers from Sabaton Open Air. We were trying to figure out. It was going good. We were trying to figure out the logistics of going to Sweden for either one of those two festivals. And then what happened was, I'm getting a little bit sidetracked because I'm looking at the questions.
Blood sausage in Finnish. I don't want to say
is musta makara. Musta Makara. I don't know. By the way, we're getting completely sidetracked. That video from Makoma, I completely butchered the name and I said something completely different.
Yeah.
I actually said something, but not what the name of the song is. I said something like Bleeding Hand or
that's what Benji told us, that like some words you say, it's the way you say it that it can be different.
Yeah, exactly. So apparently I did that. But anyways, going back to the question about Summer Breeze. So we were planning on going to Sweden. We were planning either one of those two festivals, and then what happened was Nuclear Blast reached out to us, and they said, guys, we would like you to have you as guests at Summer Breeze next year. Would you guys come to Germany, come and visit our head office in Germany?
How are we supposed to say no?
And then go to Summer Breeze. So when Nuclear Blast approached me and made that offer, I was like, wow, how can we say no to those guys, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I would love to go to see their head office and how things operate, and then to go with them and be their guests at the festival will also give us access that otherwise we wouldn't have, like to interview bands and that kind of stuff. So what happened was we started talking about the details and so forth, and then it became almost a no-brainer. You know what I mean? Like really, Nuclear Blast really made us an offer that we couldn't refuse.
Yeah, so I was actually really excited to see The Office because my dream when I'm getting a little bit older is to work at a record label. So I would like to see how it kind of works inside. Yeah, so
I think you're gonna get a little bit of a sneak peek of how their office looks like. They're gonna give us a tour. So that's how Summer Breeze came about. It was really an invitation from Nuclear Blast that said that they would love to have us as guests of them at the festival. Now we're kind of guests of them, but also guests of the festival because some of the people that were working at Nuclear Blast now work for Summer Breeze. So we're kind of guests of both the festival and the label, but we're going to be going to Germany. We're going to be going to their head office. We're going to be doing a vlog from there. Then we're going to head over to Summer Breeze, be there for the 4 days of the festival, and then we're coming back to Finland.
Yeah.
We're coming back to Finland, and we have a few announcements. I mean, they're not really announcements, but I want to give you guys a little bit of, what do you call it? A behind this...
Sneak peek.
Sneak peek is great. I hate to Nuclear Blast offer that you're lucky. Been some breeze, mostly very good memories. Yeah, so yeah, basically the only reason we're going to Summer Breeze is because Nuclear Blast invited us to go as their guests and now as guests of Summer Breeze. If it wasn't for that invitation, I mean, we could not say no. Seriously, they're going to give us the opportunity to... They're going to give us the opportunity to interview any band that's signed to Nuclear Blast. We'll be able to interview if we want to. They're going to give us extra access that otherwise we wouldn't get. Plus, like he said, visiting their office, meeting the people that I talk to and I deal with on a regular basis, that's going to be absolutely phenomenal. And really, it was an offer that we could not turn it down.
Yeah, it would be stupid.
It would be stupid of us not to go to Summer Breeze, specifically when a label as big as Nuclear Blast invited us to go and be their guests there. And I don't want to say too much about it because we're still working out the details. But anyways, what I want to say is this. I don't want to say too much about this either. It's like kind of like a sneak peek.
Yeah.
See, I'm glad we're not doing the Sabaton thing because that would really mess up the whole internet connection. But we still got to check out that video. All right, so... yeah, there's going to be lots of vlogs. Can't wait to see the vlogs. There's going to be lots of vlogs. We're going to be vlogging, obviously, our trip to Nuclear Blast head office so you guys can see how their office looks on the inside. I think that will be really cool for all of you to see. Obviously, we're going to be vlogging for Summer Breeze, so you're going to get 4 vlogs, one for each day of Summer Breeze.
Vlogging in Finland, too.
Yeah, so following Summer Breeze. So let's continue the discussion there because I have 2 pieces of information that it's kind of like, I think, really cool shit, and I think you guys are going to appreciate it. So after Summer Breeze, we're going to be going to Finland. We should arrive in Finland August 16th, and we're planning on staying in Finland from August 16th to August 21st, so like 4 or 5 days. And right now, the plan is not simple, but this is the plan right now. Hold on. Do you have a previous? Yeah, I know the previous band from Giannis. Yes. Greetings from Finland. How surprising, eh? Have experienced Numi Rock? Okay, we'll get into that. Yeah, Nuclear Blast is signed Turmion Katilot. Yes. The new video from Sepultura last time, we're going to be checking that out next week as well as Demons and Wizards Diabolic. Diabolic will be on Tuesday. I don't have a time yet for when we're going to be checking out Sepultura's last time, but for sure.
But it's going to be checked out.
So Finland. So we have, for those of you in Finland, we have some really cool news that I don't want to give too many details because I don't have too many details to give. Yeah, he's getting bigger now. I know, new video from Sabaton just dropped. I know we tried to live stream it at the same time of this live stream. It wouldn't work. It was, the internet connection was absolutely horrendous. All right, so this is the news that we kind of want to share with you guys, for those of you, specifically for those of you in Finland and Helsinki. We're going to be organizing, at least we're working right now on organizing, and we're at the early stages, all right? We're at the early stages, so we're going to do our very best to make this happen. But we're organizing...
It's way more successful than
the live stream.
Yeah.
100% would be way more successful than this live stream. So we're organizing right now with a few local contacts that we have an A&P-REACTS Metal Night show in Helsinki with 3, 4, maybe even 5 bands from the area. All right? So we're going to be giving out, my plan is to give out maybe 2 or 3 tickets through Patreon for people who are our patrons and who live in Helsinki and to come. But obviously, once we know the details, once we know the bands that are playing, once we know the venue, once we know the time, once we know all of those details, we will be obviously doing a video to letting everybody know who are the bands playing at this A&P-REACTS Metal Night in Helsinki. What's the venue, what's the time, what's the date, what's the ticket prices, all of that information. We're working, right now we're at the early stages of booking our trip. And once we book our trip, we'll know the days that we're actually staying in Finland, and that we can actually narrow down the venue and then be able to narrow down the bands. But expect, obviously, Finnish bands, all Finnish bands that perhaps we don't have a chance to see here in North America.
That's actually one of the main reasons, is because...
There's 2 reasons, but that's one... Go ahead, sorry. I'm doing all the talking.
Because we don't really... Like, most of these Finnish bands don't come to North America very often, or at all. So it'd be really nice to be able to see them in concert, so this is kind of a way.
That's one of the reasons. The second reason is I talked to the promoter and I said, my request is we have to announce each band. We go on stage and announce, like, you know, like the MC, the MC. So we'll go on stage and announce it. So that's one of the things, like, go on stage and announce, like, whatever the bands are. So I have a huge list of bands that I'm thinking I'm going to reach out to some bands directly. The promoter is going to reach out to some bands as well, see what works best. Once we have the list of the bands, the venue, the date, the time, the prices, everything narrowed down, we'll announce it on our YouTube channel. We'll start promoting it, and we hope that the same love that we saw at Dark River Festival, with so many people coming out to meet us and hang out with us, we hope that we see that same kind of love and support in Helsinki at this A&P-REACTS Metal Night.
Yeah.
If it's a success, guess what, guys? We'll do it every year.
Yeah.
If it's a success, we'll do it every year.
And no 19 and over. No 19 and
No,
over.
well, I don't know about that. It depends on the venue. I don't know how the laws. Obviously, you're going to be able to come in, but we'll figure that out. That's a different thing for later. So that's one of the things that I wanted to talk. Then we're even in the earlier stages to do the same thing back-to-back nights, but on the second night doing in Tampere. How crazy would that be?
Actually, I was not aware of this.
No, so I'm working. I'm double dipping. So I'm working with one set of promoters to do an A&P-REACTS Metal Night in Helsinki, and then do an A&P-REACTS Metal Night in Tampere.
And then right after,
back-to-back nights.
Go sauna.
And then everybody goes sauna. Yeah. So the one in Helsinki, I'm confident that it's going to 100% happen. The one in Tampere is a little bit more difficult to pull it off. But I'm working towards both of those things. Then last but not least, as far as the whole Helsinki, Finland trip next summer following Summer Breeze is concerned, the last thing I want to say is that Yone from Korpiklani reached out to me and invited us for a barbecue at his house and to come and see the Korpiklani studio at his house. So guess what, guys? We're going to be visiting him. He lives in Lahti, I believe, is the city where he lives in. So we're going to be visiting him during that trip, and we're going to vlog. Yeah. We're going to have him be our host and show us their studio.
He's going to be our Asim for that day.
Yeah, I'm assuming probably some of the guys from the band will come over for a barbecue. We're gonna have a Korpiklani barbecue at his house. That's freaking insane. So we're definitely gonna do a vlog of our visit to his house, his studio, and get him on the Merry Christmas to everybody, and get them to participate on our live stream. Now, somebody mentioned, so as far as that Helsinki trip, those are kind of the announcements. As soon as we have more information, we'll let you guys know. So Summer Breeze, Nuclear Blast Head Office trip, followed by Finland, Helsinki, A&P-REACTS Metal Night in Helsinki, perhaps Tampere, and then Korpiklani. And Yari.
Oh yeah.
I talked to him. Was it yesterday that he released a video of him playing guitar?
Yeah, it was yesterday.
All right. So yesterday, Yari sent me a message and goes, "I have a new video up. You want to check it out?" And he sends me the link, and we start talking. And he said that he's going to make sure that this time around he's going to take some time, because last time he wasn't feeling well and his girlfriend was visiting. So he said that this time he's going to make sure he takes some time to do sauna with us, hang out, and perhaps even show us a little bit of what he has so far done for the new Winter Sun album.
I hope he shows us the...
I hope nobody asks me about the Winter Sun album, because I have some information, but I can't talk. I just stuck the knife there and I just twisted.
Just twisted it a little bit, you know.
All right, so let's answer some questions.
By the way, I'm hoping that the Asim hyping up Estonia makes us go next year too.
We have to go there eventually. Yeah. Somebody mentioned Sean Simmons. I mean, that's a mouthful. Anyways, he's one of our longtime viewers. He asked about live streaming the festival. Unfortunately, that's something we can't do, because the festivals do not give permission for you to live stream. I'll tell you, like, we going to the festival with media credentials, we are not even able to live stream a song on Instagram or Facebook. We have to sign a waiver when you attend a festival as part of the media, not as a regular Joe, as part of the media, because we have different kind of access. We have to sign a waiver that we can only film not more than 1 minute of a song for a video, right? Not more than 1 minute. And you can only do at up to a maximum of 3 minutes in total. So you can do 3 songs, 1 minute from each song. That's it. We have to sign a waiver. Each band, yeah. Some bands, they don't allow you at all. Remember when we went to Montreal, Slash didn't allow any video whatsoever from his performance to be recorded at all, not even a second. So that's why we can't do a live stream from a festival. I'm not going to lie to you, though. if you ask me like what's my goal, I haven't talked to him about this, but if you ask me what's my goal, um, yeah, Asku Koivunen, right? I think I said it right. All right. So yeah. Like for example, if you're talking still in relationship to the live stream, if you're a regular guy going to a festival, you can film whatever. You can Facebook Live whatever. You can do whatever you want because you're just a guy who bought the ticket and you're going to the show. But when you're part of the media, when you have media credentials, there's a different set of rules that we have to follow. We have to sign a waiver, and if we break that waiver, we could be sued. And we could lose our media credentials for that festival and future festivals. So we really have to play by the rules of the festival. So it's. But to follow up to that, if you ask me, like, what is your goal? Like, what would you like to achieve as the channel moves forward? Man, I would love to be the two of us to be the guys that host the live stream. Let's say at Grass Pop.
Oh.
They have this chubby guy who doesn't know shit for shit. Like, have the two of us there interview the bands
we're both chubby guys, so I feel like we fit the
but at least we
role.
know a little bit more. Like, we can interview the bands. We can interview the bands after their set or before their set. I would love for us to eventually get to a point where the festival has us there, part of their broadcast team, for us to do the live streams. That would be absolutely a plus, as far as I'm concerned. Now, thinking of some of the questions. If I missed some of your questions, keep asking them so that we don't miss anything. So I see one here about there are awesome metal bands in Japan. I'm sure they are, but the music industry of Japan slapped us with a copyright strike last year, right? So
that was scary as hell.
Yeah, because if you get 3 of those in the space of 3 months, your channel gets deleted. All right. So once we got that copy, and we didn't get the copyright strike from the label or the band, we got from the record industry of Japan. Like, so from that point on, we blacklisted all bands from Japan. We don't do any single band from Japan on our channel. We would only do a band from Japan who signed to like Nuclear Blast or something like that we know the label and we know we're not gonna get into trouble. But anything outside of that, it's not happening. Merry Christmas, Urpo. Merry Christmas.
Put a nice accent.
I know. Did you notice that? It's just like, this as far as the streaming, those are strict rules. Yeah, you should see, Sean. Like, you should honestly see the email that we received before going to the festivals as part of the media. It's like freaking PDF, like 5 pages of like fine print of what you can do. You cannot do this. You cannot do that. You cannot do this. You cannot do that. It's absolutely insane the things you can't do when you're part of the media attending a festival.
It's also insane the stuff that you can do. So I mean,
the reason why they do is because we have access that regular people don't have. Like, we're behind the stage, we're meeting the bands, we're chilling, having beer. Like, it's a completely different level of access. So that's why it has to be more restricted. Otherwise, you could just film like, Tom Araya taking a shit before the Slayer set. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want that to happen. I'm sure some people would, but now somebody asked about 120 shows this year. I went to over 120 shows this year. If there was a memorable one, I would say from the 120 shows that I went this year, perhaps the most memorable one for me, I don't know for you, but for me is Fleshgod Apocalypse. Their live performance was just like, man, one of the best live bands I've ever seen in my life. They're just absolutely phenomenal.
Best live show.
Yeah,
I don't think I'm allowed to count the festivals, because if I was going to say Hatebreed at Heavy Montreal, or Hatebreed in general.
Hatebreed in general, but Hatebreed at Heavy Montreal was a hell of a show.
Or Amon Amarth, because both of those for me are equally, like, the crowd for those shows were equally as intense.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Somebody's asking about instruments. He plays. You can tell him. What do you play? I don't play anything. I play with myself. That's about it.
I play the guitar, the bass guitar. I dwindle with the mandolin a bit, and I play the alto sax.
It's Antonio, not Anton. Anton plays guitar for Beast in Black. Close, but not the same. No. He's a far better guitar player than he is. What's the next question? Just wondering, hear the band song blew your views up or got up to the state you are? No, there wasn't a video or a band that we did a reaction video or an album review that blew our channel up. Our channel has really been listen, we didn't start the channel with we don't monetize our channel, all right? We make $0 on our channel. We don't make any videos to make money. That's not the point that we started the channel. We started the channel really for me to hang out with this guy and for me to have the ability to build a relationship with my son so that we have something in common, we have something to talk about. And I think the channel just grew like organically. A lot of it has to do with our Finnish audience. I mean, I'm not going to deny it. And our European audience, because we have a huge European following, much bigger than North American. But there wasn't one video or one band. I definitely Winter Sundays helped. I think it really helped. But in Sabaton, and how much we've done Sabaton and Nightwish, those 3 bands perhaps. But I don't think that was one video.
Winter Sunday was actually one of our first videos we kind of one of our first series we started on the channel.
Winter Sunday was the first one. Then we started doing Finnish Sundays. From Finnish Sundays it merged into the Nightwish Sundays. The doubleheaders on Monday, with one band being a band that reached out to us. Throwback Thursday. Throwback Thursday actually was one
a lot.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yes, I am, Anton. Good for you, man. So we never did this for money. So our growth has been organic. It's been thanks to all of you guys that watch our videos. And I think a lot of it has to do with the bands and the bands sharing our videos on their Facebook pages, on what do you call it? On Instagram, on Twitter. The love that the bands have shown us and the labels. The labels have given us almost green light to do whatever we want videos wise, and when they get blocked we can just talk to them, they unblock it, with the exception maybe of 1 or 2. Century Media still is perhaps the only exception. Outside of Century Media we have a really good relationship with every single label, so, and we know somebody at the label, which makes life easier when it comes to videos getting blocked. For example, Powerwolf, all Powerwolf videos get blocked. We're perhaps one of the few channels that can do Powerwolf videos as we go forward because of the relationship we have with Napalm Records. So it's been incredible, and we've never done it for the money, so it's really not about the money. We appreciate the Patreon, because if it wasn't for Patreon, we wouldn't be able to buy all the new gear that we have. We have new camera, new mics, new lights.
It's making our videos look nicer for you guys.
Yeah, and we can do them now at any time we want. We don't have to specifically do it.
Because we used to have to rush and do our videos at a certain time, but now we can be more calm and do them freely.
Yeah, exactly. We don't have to like stress out about daylight and when we're doing.
Some of the favorite video games.
For me, it's definitely Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed is my all-time favorite game. Like, I just love that game. It's not as good as the first installments of the game, but it's still my all-time favorite, Assassin's Creed. I love those third-person video games where you like with these quests.
Ones. Like you like Red Dead Redemption too.
Yeah, I like that one as well. It's all those ones that you have to do these quests, but you can also do just like your own thing.
You haven't played GTA though.
I played the earlier editions. I played up until San Andreas.
There's too much freedom.
Yeah, I prefer Assassin's Creed. I like the whole historical aspect of the game as well, so I prefer Assassin's Creed.
For me, it's FIFA and Overwatch. Those are my two favorites.
FIFA is. I mean, I don't even count FIFA. That's pretty much a given. Do you guys listen to other music genres outside of metal, or just strictly metal? No, I listen to The Doors. I'm a huge fan of The Doors. Talking Heads. I really like ABBA. Queen.
Actually, I'm starting to listen to more ABBA now.
Yeah, you're starting to listen to more ABBA. Queen. I really like Queen as well. Other music. I mean, I'm talking about bands, not necessarily genres. I listen more like rock, classic. I don't mind 80s pop music. I grew up in the 80s, so all of those like really cheesy, like Flock of Seagulls kind of shit. I love that. It's cheesy, but I just love that stuff. I grew up in the 80s, so listening to those kind of things, I really like. But I listen more things that are within the rock umbrella. Let's put it that way.
I don't hate much music. Like, if I don't have a certain type of music I cling to other than metal.
Perhaps country will be the only one.
Well, no, because there's
a few country songs.
There's a few country songs that kind of do for me, except for Nickelback. Nickelback can stay away.
That's not country.
Well, I don't care what they are. Yeah, they can stay away. But if something I like is on, and it doesn't matter what genre, I'm okay with it. If it's something I like, it's something I like. I'm not racist between different genres.
Yeah, we don't really discriminate. I think perhaps hip hop is the one that I listen to the least.
You used
But
to,
I still I like more of the classic stuff.
like the gangster.
Yeah, like the NWA, that kind of stuff. I don't mind listening to that, but it's not necessarily on my go-to or playlist. I mean, if it comes on the car, I won't turn it off. I ran so far away. GTA is definitely not one of my favorite games.
GTA, I like GTA.
I kind of lost interest of that game, to be honest with you. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. What are your top 5 discovered songs this year? Wow, that's a really hard question to answer. Oh man, 5 discovered songs this year. That's tough, man. That's tough. I've listened to so much music this year. It's really hard to narrow down to 5 songs.
I actually forgot what I listened to this year, and I'm kind of mixed up this year and last year together.
Yeah, everything is just a mashup in your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really hard. I don't think I can narrow it down to 5 discoveries this year, song-wise. I just listened to so much stuff. If I give you 5 songs, I'm going to be leaving like 1,000 songs out that were absolutely phenomenal that I really loved. So,
especially because you do so many album reviews, there's probably like that one song from each album that you really like.
Exactly. Somebody just asked about Finland. Yeah, we're coming to Finland in 2020 in the summer after Summer Breeze. We'll be in Finland from August. We said this before earlier on the stream. We're going to be there from August 16th to August 21st. There's going to be A&P-REACTS Metal Night in Helsinki. We're working right now the details of who the bands will be and tickets and venue, all of that. As soon as we know that, we're going to be sharing that information with all of you guys. We hope to see everybody at that concert. Let's sold out that concert. Let's have a great time. And if it's a success, which I expect it to be, we'll be doing it on an annual basis. We'll be the annual A&P-REACTS Metal Night in Helsinki.
It's like a festival, but like not a festival.
Yeah, it's a one-day festival.
It's a one-day festival.
Why don't you react to underground bands? Really want to know. We do.
Sometimes.
Every Monday. Every Monday we react to.
They're not underground. They're just
Are you kidding me? Some of them are so underground that the sound is shit.
True.
Like, are you kidding me? Like, every Monday we do one band every single Monday that reach out to us. Either a band that's not signed, a band that is either signed to a small label, or like a very unknown band.
But some of them have good quality. So
some of them are amazing.
So they don't sound like they're underground.
Okay, no, but what he means underground means like not
well known. Obviously, but they don't sound like they are an underground band. They sound like they're a known band.
Yeah, I know, but what I'm saying is every Monday we do one band that reaches out to us. Most of those bands are like not well known. We just did this week. Was it this week we did Still World, a metalcore band from England? Who knew that band before? I didn't know that band. So every Monday we do it. What else? What else is there? Just bought 3 tickets to Rockfest in Tampere, Iron Maiden Summertime. Wow. I hope Nightwish gets added to Summer Breeze. That would be absolutely phenomenal. Yeah. Do you guys listen to albums of the bands discover... Where did that question go?
It went off.
Discovered from reaction. Do you guys listen to albums of the bands discovered from reactions? Very good question. Yes and no. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. If it's a band that we really like and we're planning on checking more of their songs...
And the album's coming out soon?
No, I'm talking about albums... He's referring to albums that have already been released. Like, for example, today we posted a video from Sharon, right? Colder.
Yeah.
Like, so his question is, will you guys be listening to the album? The answer is yes and no. Sometimes I do.
Sometimes the song impacts
sometimes we do.
To the point where...
You want to check out the album. And sometimes you're like, okay... I don't want to check out any more of that album because we want to do future videos of that album.
It's like Draconian. Or the one I bought... Even
Sabaton to a certain extent.
Yeah, like, I bought when we did Stellar Tombs, I bought that whole album.
That's true. Catatonia you've been buying a lot as well.
I actually bought the whole album of the 2 recent ones.
What else is there? Please, let me see. Have you... No, we've never seen Infected Rain live, but we're going to... I'm going to see them next year because they're going to be touring with Swallow the Sun. So I'm definitely going to see them at that show when they come to Toronto. What else is going on? Triumphant Catalog is releasing a new album. They signed to Nuclear Blast. Yep, we know. For those of you that don't know, we have a Facebook page. And on that Facebook page, I post all the media releases that I get. So... if you guys want to get some information about tours, bands signing with labels, announcing new albums, track listings, that kind of stuff, follow us on Facebook, because our Facebook page is the best way for you guys to get information that we get directly from the label, for you guys to find out exactly what's going on with your favorite bands. Is it snowing in Canada yet? Well, not right now, but it's been snowing a lot. So there's a lot of white stuff.
As you can tell, there's a lot of sun, so it's
going there's a lot of sun right now. So, but it's wow, you should have closed the blind. It's hitting you in the face.
That's fine. I don't care.
All right, so yeah, but there's a lot of the white stuff outside. Ooh, what are the perfect albums of all time? Wow, like could you narrow that down a little bit? Like, oh man, like some of those questions are
very hard to answer.
Are very hard to answer.
Because then your opinion is not going to match.
All right, so
a lot of other people.
So while people start posting some more questions, why don't you let people know your favorite 5 albums of the year? Because everybody knows my favorite albums of the year, but give the good folks your favorite albums.
So I'm not putting them in specific order. I'm not doing like best to last. This is just top 5.
I'm not looking at you. I'm just reading the question. So go ahead.
It's going to be Metal de Facto.
All right.
Fit for an Autopsy.
All right.
Beelzebubs.
Mm-hmm.
Monomarth.
Okay.
And the last one, I gotta say, I'm trying to remember some of the albums we did, because when I was
Running Christ.
And Running Christ, yeah, thank you.
All right, so the only one from yours that's not on my list is Metal de Facto.
Yeah.
They didn't make the list.
Didn't make the list for you?
They didn't make the list.
I'll always
No, I'm not saying that it wasn't good. I'm just saying, like, there was just so many really good ones that didn't make the list for me.
For me, I had to look at the albums I actually listened to, because I don't listen to many full albums, but those were the ones I actually sat down and I listened to the full ones.
How would you rank? Oh, that's a really cool question. How would you rank the metal subgenres in order of preference? Black metal, death metal, thrash metal, heavy metal, power metal. You forgot melodic death metal. That's by far my favorite.
And you also forgot the Fit for an Autopsy metal genre.
Oh yeah,
melodic deathcore.
Yeah. So I mean, for me, I don't know about you, but for me, melodic death metal, melodic doom metal, those two kind of come together. I would say that's like number 1 for me.
Yeah.
Then after that,
power
metal. For me, thrash metal after that. Then power metal. Definitely deathcore after that. Then heavy metal, and then metalcore, and then all the other. Black metal. Black metal has to be in there too.
I don't know what is kind of.
So black metal probably. Kind of is more like doom.
Like doom melodic metal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So definitely, I would say black metal probably 4th on that list. Definitely, metalcore is probably one of the bottom ones on my list for me. It's not a genre that I don't like, but it's not necessarily my favorite.
Which one?
Metalcore. I just find it very repetitive. It's just
I like
some bands.
I like metalcore, but if like to a certain extent, like I'll listen to a band, and then if there's like other bands that kind of sound the same, then when it comes to metalcore, it has to have something different in it for me.
Yeah, for me, it's really hard. I mean, I give you pretty much my list in terms of the order, but it's really hard because I really listen to all spectrums of metal, and depending on what the mood is on that day, that's where I go with. So some days, one genre will rank higher than the other. It's really hard to say. How did you like Death Come Near Me? I just listened to it this morning as I was shaving. That song and like maybe not the best song to be playing while you're shaving, because with a razor in your hand, maybe not the best song. But I just heard it this morning. I just played it this morning. I listened to it.
I bought that whole album.
I don't think a week goes by that I don't listen to that song.
I bought that whole album because you couldn't get that song unless you bought the whole album. And since I bought the album, I was like, might as well listen to all the other songs, and they're all really good.
Oh, there's a guy here, like, he's not letting go. Ceremony Retribution. All right, we'll have to check it out. We're reading it. We see it. So yeah, we'll check it out. Not this week or next. We have a full schedule.
Yeah. But
we'll definitely check it out. What albums in 2019 that surprised you? Oh, that's a good question. What album surprised me? You know, I was really surprised. I gotta say, there's 3 albums that surprised me by the positive. All right, 2 of those albums did not make my top 20 list. Carnifex new album, World War X, Diarta's Murder, in my opinion, surprised me, and the third one was Years of Aggression by Suicidal Angels.
That one's really good.
So those 3 albums really surprised me. I was never a fan of deathcore up until this year. there were three albums that changed my mind completely about the genre, and that is the new album from Carnifex, the new album from Diarta's Murder, and the new album for Fit for an Autopsy. Those three albums this year from that genre, deathcore, were absolutely phenomenal.
But it's because they weren't just deathcore.
They had a lot more melody, more.
Yeah.
There was a lot of other moving parts, right? For me, the only one of those three that made my list was the Fit for an Autopsy album, because I thought that album was absolutely magnificent.
Yeah.
And that one didn't surprise me because it's a band that I'm more familiar with and I kind of was expecting it. But Carnifex, you know how much I talked about. We talked to the guys from Carnifex at Heavy Montreal. I couldn't them. Yeah, like I couldn't, like we met the singer and the guitar player. I couldn't stop ranting and raving about that album. So I was really impressed with that record. Diarta's Murder really blew me away. Very impactful, very strong, very politically driven record. And then Years of Aggression. Let me say this, guys. If you guys are watching this and you're a fan of thrash metal, best three thrash metal albums of the year: Years of Aggression by Suicidal Angels, Humanicide by Death Angel, and Born to Perish by Destruction. Those, in my opinion, the best three thrash metal albums of 2019. Years of Aggression, I cannot get enough of. That album is just killer.
Especially the accent.
Like his Greek accent is killer. Yeah. Oh, by the way, somebody asked earlier about oikos. No, I cannot eat oikos anymore because I'm lactose intolerant.
It's very sad.
I developed that over the summer. Now I cannot have any. Do you like Cavalera Conspiracy or the new Sepultura better? Cavalera Conspiracy. I'm not a huge fan of the new Sepultura. And by new Sepultura, I mean since Max and Igor left the band. Yeah. Having said that, this new album, based on their song Isolation that we did, I'm really excited about this album and the prospect of what this album's going to have to offer because it looks absolutely magnificent.
You know, this year, though, I was really surprised about Rotten Christ when we did the first video because I thought it was going to be one of those bands where I like one song, but I don't like the other songs. But no, after a couple, videos of us doing their songs, it was like, okay, this band's for me. I'm liking all the material that's being thrown at me because that sometimes happens where we listen to a band on the channel, I like the song, but then we listen to another song and I don't like it, or it happens the other way around.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let's go into the next question. I'm really having a good time. We're planning on doing a 1 hour live stream, so we have about 15 minutes left. We may do just a little bit longer, but not much longer than that. We're definitely not going to be here for like 8 hours.
Yeah, and especially because the sun goes down more, so this is going to be a lot more choppy.
Yeah, exactly. So just go close the blind.
No, because then it's going to be even more choppy.
Okay. So somebody asked a question. The questions are going so fast. Some of you guys, if we don't answer the question, just keep repeating it. Craziest interview moment. Great question. Craziest interview moment have to be Lips from Anvil. One of the most difficult interviews I've ever done.
Yeah.
Because
it was just the most difficult ones for me to sit behind and just watch.
Yeah, it was tough. I honestly, 1 minute in, I thought we were just going to say, you know what, like, this is not happening. Yeah. Let's just, like, thanks for your time and let's go home. Definitely one of the most difficult, awkward interviews to pull off. Once it got going, it was fine. Yeah. But the first 2 minutes of that interview, it was really rough. It was really rough. All right, next question. Do you find yourself going back to Queen of Time still, or is something you've over-listened to it by now? No, it's still on my playlist. I still play the B all the time. I don't get tired of that album at all. Yeah, I don't get tired of that album at all. One thing is this. I get, on average, on our inbox, on our A&P-REACTS inbox, on average, we get, I don't know, maybe anywhere from 15 to 50 emails a day with albums to review, videos to check out, requests from PR companies, labels, bands, all sorts of stuff. And on average, I do about 4 to 5 album reviews a week. I record them and then I post them later on as we get closer to the release date. So sometimes it's hard because I get into that album, I listen to the album. Somebody asked me the other day, how many times do you listen to an album before you do a review? And I listen to it anywhere between 3 and 5 times before I sit down to record the review. So during that period of time, I really get into the album. I really like focus on that album and digest that album. But then the next day, I'm listening to another album. So I have to move on to the next one. So some albums stay with me. Queen of Time was one of those. But some of them, just because of the amount of albums that I listen to, they kind of start falling behind. But when I play my iPod on shuffle and one of those songs comes up, it's like, great! I haven't heard that song in a while, and you know, a smile to your face. All right. Did you see any questions that were interesting?
No, I just saw people saying, "Dude, close the blinds."
Yeah, that's what I'm just saying. Go close the blinds, man. Just go close the blind. It's annoying.
Is that better?
Yeah, it's better actually. Just, I'll open this one a little bit. All right, just sit down. Nobody's on the freaking stream now. There.
No, I just want to see if it's light enough.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. All right, so.
Oh, it's perfect.
Yeah, it's better now.
Why didn't I do this earlier?
Because you don't listen to me. Seriously.
No, I have to listen to everyone else though.
What a douche. All right, so. What's the next question? Where do you want to go? Cattle decapitation.
Oh, I was going to say, I remember Antonio being...
Yeah, I was just going to say, there's some questions about cattle decapitation. I mean, I did an album review for cattle decapitation, so I'm not going to go into a lot of details. If you guys want to know what I thought about the album, just go check out the
Favorite
review.
Canadian metal band?
Hold on, just to say cattle decapitation was my fourth... Death Atlas is my fourth favorite album of 2019, so I think that says everything that needs to be said about cattle decapitation. Do you listen to other genres? Yeah, we answered that question earlier in the stream. We do. We listen to things outside of metal, but predominantly we listen to metal music. Best Finnish album this decade. That's tough. Winter Sun.
Winter Sun.
Yeah.
Because they only put out one album actually 2 albums this whole decade.
Yeah, but let's go with Winter Sun. That's a safe bet. I don't want to. The reason I'm saying that is that I don't want to piss off anybody.
Yeah.
We just know way too many people in Finland. Winter Sun is a safe bet. Let's go with that.
I also saw one that said your favorite Canadian metal band.
Favorite Canadian metal band? Ooh, that's a tough one. I have to say Beyond Creation, man. I know they're my boys.
Yeah.
Like them and the Agonist, and Unleash the Archers.
Yeah.
And Devin Townsend.
Yeah.
Voivod. It's hard, man. Like especially when you know a lot of those guys, it's hard. Like you know, it's hard. It's like picking your favorite child. You know, so it's hard. Are you guys coming to Tuska in 2020? No, we're not coming to Tuska because for the same reason we didn't go this year because it's 19 and over. So and now Dark River is also 19 and over.
Yeah, so now we can't go to Dark River anymore.
Yeah, John Smith is 19 and over. There's the other one that happens in Tampere. It's also 19 and over. Numi Rock, they're thinking of changing to 19 and over. So in Finland, pretty much, if you're not 19, you can't go to a concert. That's why we're organizing, when we come to Finland this next summer, we're organizing a A&P-REACTS Metal Night in Helsinki. Details to follow, bands to follow, all of that information to follow. So we hope to see everybody at that show. We need to make it a success so that we can do more in the future.
Metal ABC, doing bands from A to Z.
Oh, that's
tough.
No, they're talking about like doing metals from all different countries on the channel, like every day. I don't like to do that kind of stuff. It forces you into like this tight hallway that you have to stay within those parameters. Music is not meant to be dictated like that. Music is meant to be freedom.
Yeah.
And I want to have the freedom to go with whatever band I want to check out on any given day. I feel like if you start to put too many restrictions, like on what you do on the channel, it really becomes a job and it's not fun anymore. We're not sitting down to checking out new bands, new songs. It just feels more of a job, and I don't want to do that. That's why come to Numi Rock. Yeah, but Numi Rock is going to change as well. Numi Rock pretty soon is going to be 18 and over. That's what they're talking about. So I wouldn't be surprised within the next year or so Numi Rock changes that. So we will come to Tuska when he turns 18.
Yeah.
How's that? When he turns 18, we'll come to Tuska.
And if I do my exams a little bit earlier, we'll try going. Is Grass Pop 19 and over?
No, most of those big festivals is all ages.
See,
it's like Summer Breeze. Stop with this boom thing.
The boom thing, it works.
All right, we will do more Shadow of Intent. It is Galactic Criminal's favorite band, and he's a good friend of mine.
And I've been seeing a lot of there's that one, and then the HU, the Who band.
Oh, the Who band, yeah. We know who they are. It's not that we don't know who they are. Yes, I know. Dude, John, chill. We know. Shadow of Intent, we will. Promise. You're not the only one asking. Galactic Criminal almost every day asks us about that.
Yeah.
He wants us to do more of them as well.
Because it's a small channel, you know.
Was music your first love? Man, I've been listening to music since I was really little. He's been listening to music almost since he was born. I would say in my life, like without counting wife and kids, like passion things that I'm passionate about, football, soccer, depending how you want to call it, and music has always been those two for me. You?
Yeah,
Same?
same.
All right. Um, but yeah, there's another Draconian video coming. One of our viewers requested the song Hero. I think it's Hero. Was it Hero?
I think so.
I think so. And that is coming in the next couple of weeks on the channel. All right. Listen to Deer and Grey, guys. We know Deer and Grey. Actually, we did a couple of videos from Deer and Grey on the channel early on in the channel. We had to remove them because of copyright. They are a Japanese band. We don't do Japanese bands on the channel because their record label gave us a copyright strike. We're not talking about the actual label. We're talking about the industry in Japan. So we don't do any Japanese bands on the channel.
Isn't there what's it called? Isn't there a Japanese festival?
Oh, I'm sure there is.
No, I remember that we talked about this though. There's also the Dawn Festival, so we have a lot of.
No, but there's the Sony Fest in Japan where they're like all bands from Finland play.
I feel like that's what we have to do.
Boom. Let's not do it.
Boom.
Boom. Let's not do it.
Because when I was younger, I really wanted to go to Japan, and that's an amazing, like, combination of two of the things.
Dillinger Escape Plan. There's a question. Thoughts on Dillinger Escape Plan? Man, those guys. Too bad they're not together anymore. What a crazy band. When they played in Toronto a few years back here, the guy, the lead singer, climbed up the balcony and then stage dove from like the balcony. So you're talking about 6, 12, maybe 18 feet up in the air, like something insane like that. Like I was like crazy, just crazy shit. Just really sad that the band is not together anymore. But one of the, like, just an incredible band. Incredible band.
This is boring as fuck. Bye.
Who said that?
Gaz.
Where?
It was right there. Look, Gaz.
Oh, all right. Bye. See you. Whatever. I don't know what he was expecting. He was expecting us to take our clothes off and show us our dicks. I don't think so. All right. So, what else? When you started your channel, did you ever think you would grow as big as it has, and did you ever think you would get the context you have from it? Never. Not in a million years. I mean, it still blows my mind. Like I said earlier in the stream, I got an email today from Yanni from Corpaclani asking me for my address because he wants to send us some stuff and inviting us for a barbecue next summer when we're in Finland, and for us to come and check out their studio and stuff. That kind of shit still blows my mind now. I still can't believe it. Like this week, I got a message from Yadi about the video that he put out and talk a little bit about the new Winter Sun album with him and what's in the works and whatever. That kind of shit still blows my mind. Like I mean, I can't believe we're there. Oh, by the way, Bloody Wood. We didn't do Artie Artie. We did. What's the Bloody Wood song that we did?
We did. What was the Bloody Wood? Endurant.
By the way, they're going to be performing at Summer Breeze.
We have to go see them.
I'm staying away from this butter chicken as much as possible.
That's
I'm not a fan.
Chicken.
I'm
butter
not
chicken
a fan.
Is the dark wood.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not a fan. Not a fan.
That's the goat curry, and your butter chicken is the other Indian man we do.
Shalom. What is the longest song you guys reacted to? I think the longest song we did was the Nightwish one. Yeah.
Imagine that on our new camera.
We cannot do that with the new camera.
We could never do that with the new camera.
Yeah, we cannot do that with the new camera.
Because it has a 30-minute mark.
We can only record videos up to the 30-minute mark. Actually, we pre-recorded a video, what was it, Arion?
Yeah.
We pre-recorded that video. It's coming in the next couple of weeks, and we almost screwed it up because we can only record up to 30 minutes, and that video is like 26 minutes long. So we have to be a little bit more conscious now of the duration of the videos because our camera only allows us to go up to 30, not even 30 minutes. It's like $29.99.
Yeah, it's $29.99.
Yeah, $29.99. Free $29.99. All right. Have you heard black metal band called Dawn of Ashes? No, I have not heard of that band yet. So, and a lot of people are mentioning it. So maybe we need to check it out. All right. Thanks for the tip. You always review everything in positive light. Is there anything bad that this year that you've listened to or viewed? Yeah, I mean, I suggest you go check out if you want to hear me review something bad as far as album reviews are concerned. Look no further than the new Equilibrium and the new Sonata Arctica. If you go see the reviews for those two, the review are not in a shining positive light.
No,
I mean it's with a light, but it's like a light at the end of the tunnel. Like the tunnel is a very dim light. So those two, as far as albums are concerned, you can go check out those two. As far as videos and songs are concerned, I mean, we did one not too long ago that was absolute shit. Trial by Fire. Search Trial by Fire on our reaction videos and go watch that review. We absolutely tear it to pieces. And those kids are only like 15, 14. So.
See, the thing is, though, whenever we do a video like that and it's kind of bad, I always try to look on the bright side of the video. You always just completely just hate on it.
What? On which video?
On any video that we do that's bad.
I'm honest. If I don't like it, I don't like it. If I like it, I like it.
I feel bad, so I try to look at the stuff that I did like about the video.
A couple of really good, interesting comments. So, Nightwish with Tarja, Annette, or Floor? With all three. With all three.
Yeah.
Why
choose?
Why choose when you can have all three?
Exactly.
Some songs are better with Annette. Some songs are better with Floor. Some songs are better with Tarja. There you go.
How about
all three?
Instead of a duet, just have all three of them on stage.
I already asked Annette that question. It's not happening.
It's not happening.
It's not happening. It's not happening. Somebody asked a question about Mayhem.
Yeah.
Interview with Mayhem, with Attila from Mayhem, when they come to Toronto. I'm not sure if I'm going to interview Attila from Mayhem, but I'm almost 100% sure I'm going to be doing an interview with Mayhem. When we did our reaction video for Mayhem for their new album, Ghoul from Mayhem, he sent me a message on my phone the next day or something like that.
And it was right after you got out of the In This Moment concert.
Yeah, I was coming out of the concert. So he sent me a message thanking us for taking the time to check out their new track for their new album, and then I did the album review. And I stayed in touch with him, and he said he's going to put me on the guest list because the show is 19 and over, so he's going to put me on the guest list for the Mayhem when they come to Toronto. I may be doing an interview either with him. I don't know. I'm almost 100% sure I will be doing an interview with somebody from Mayhem. I just don't know who. I have to talk to Ghoul and see what we can set up between us. But I'm almost 100% sure that there will be an interview with somebody from Mayhem. Nightwish with Giannis. Yeah, I honestly think they should do a duet at some point. It would be absolutely like face melting.
Yeah.
What metal do you like? Answer it yes. Yeah, that's pretty much true. Yeah, I agree with that. I appreciate the honesty of this channel. It's so cliche to like everything like a lot of channels do. Yeah, we don't do the big O faces and all of that kind of shit. I think that's like, it's so cheesy.
We do that as like
a joke.
A hit at them, but then sometimes by accident the thing actually just for the thumbnail it gets us doing.
Yeah. I think you can expect more Whispered when Whispered puts out some new stuff.
Yeah.
Until then, I mean,
it's just like how
we've listened to all the old Whispered stuff outside of the channel. So
exactly.
When Yanni decides to put out some new stuff, we'll definitely be checking out some new Whispered.
Yeah, it's just like how
they're definitely one of the bands that I would love to have on our A&P-REACTS Metal Night in Helsinki for sure.
It's also how you can expect some Winter Sun when Winter Sun starts to put more stuff out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I don't believe in some bands. Sometimes people may say, "Oh, why you don't do this band or you don't do that band." If there's certain bands that we don't do as frequent or we don't do a lot, it's because we're familiar with them, and then it's kind of boring. Like, I'm not gonna pretend that I've never heard a Rage Against the Machine song and do like Killing in the Name of just so I can get views. That's not why we're doing the videos anyways. We don't monetize it, so who cares? Who cares if it has. If the video gets 1,000 views or 100 views, honestly,
as
for
long
me,
as
it doesn't
we're
really
having
matter.
fun.
As long as for us, it's all about having fun, the two of us together. Yeah. And this is not a job, so we want to keep it as much as fun as possible. Gotta take some shots of Konsker Korva Salmayaki to keep flu away.
Jesus Christ, you were on a roll there.
Oh man, when it comes to booze, I know my spelling.
Yeah.
So
and then after a couple, you're just kind of slurring the words.
Like I said about the Attila and Mayhem question, for sure we're going to be working on getting an interview. I just don't know with who. All right, but for sure we'll be doing somebody. Will you do more reactions of hard, classic, punk, blues, rock bands? It all depends. It all depends on what label they're on, because we have the restrictions of the copyright that we have to deal with. So, for example, we cannot do Dire Straits, which is a band that I absolutely love, and I would love to introduce them to a lot more of Dire Straits, because the videos get copyright blocked immediately. So that's one of the reasons we've stayed away from certain bands, is because of that, you know.
Jupiter Hollow.
What else? When you do faces, those are hilarious. Well, I do, but when I do the faces, it's natural. It's not like I on purpose go like, "Oh my God, did he just do that?" It's freaking James Hetfield with a guitar. Like I pretty much have seen the guy do everything that he can do. Like why would I have like a freaking O face? Like I just jizzed all over my pants. Like
we usually only do those faces if it's a band that we don't know about and that we have.
Sometimes more joking than not.
Yeah, or we literally know nothing about, and it surprises us. Then those are just natural. Like that's a natural reaction.
Exactly.
It's not like, oh, did he just start his guitar solo? Oh.
Yeah. Oh, I can't believe Lars Sirks on drums. Oh my god, it's unreal.
Oh my god.
So that kind of shit. It's not our thing.
Oh my god, I can't believe he's doing this.
Did you check out the brand new Sabaton video yet? No, we were doing this live stream, so we haven't checked that video yet. But we will check that video this week. Somehow we gotta find time to check out that Sabaton video. What did you guys think of Spirit Box? I know they're from Canada, but I've never heard any single song from them. So maybe that we need to change that on the channel. It's just a band. It's gone under our radar.
Yeah, just like a lot of bands.
Yeah, I mean, it's impossible to check every single thing. Most of the classic bands such as Sabbath are fucking insane with copyright claims. Exactly. Specifically that older stuff like Sabbath, even some Queensryche. The older you go into, because most of those songs are owned by EMI, or they're owned by Sony, or those kind of or BMG owns the rights. So it's nearly impossible to do videos of those bands because the video gets taken down like immediately. You know. So yeah. Hey, it's Lemmy's birthday soon. Yeah, just around the corner. Next week actually. Next week will be his birthday. What else?
Kurt Cobain is playing guitar with his left hand.
Yeah, exactly. Kurt Cobain. Oh, speaking of Kurt Cobain, last night I felt nostalgic, and I went and I watched the behind the scenes on Nevermind on how they made the album. Man, once in a while I like to dip my toes back into that grunge water. It's really good. Don't know if anybody asked, but what is the best unknown band you reacted to this year? Wow, best unknown band we reacted to this year. Unknown to us. It may not be unknown to them. The band that comes immediately to my mind is Mariana's Rest. You know, they asked us to premiere their video because they were playing at Dark River Festival. It's like, who the hell is these guys? Yeah. And then the video was like, I was like, wow, where have these people been all my life? Yeah, it blew me away. I was not expecting that kind of quality and sound.
Unknown band. That's what kind of took me for a turn, because I thought they were saying unknown band to them.
I think a known band to us, like not like one of the mainstream bands.
Because I was just gonna say Metal de Facto.
Oh, you in this Metal de Facto thing?
Is
Miguel Salo paying you for all of this? You must be paying you.
He is.
All right, next. How much of your time in a day does managing the channel take, and do you think that you can someday make a living of it? Well, we can definitely not make a living because we don't monetize our channel.
Which is actually a good thing. With the new YouTube system, it's actually a good thing.
Yeah, so we're definitely not going to be making a living out of this. That's for sure. At least it's not in our plans. And how much time does it take? A lot of time, because, like I said, on average, I get anywhere from 15 to 50 emails a day from bands, PR, all sorts of different companies out there in the world, labels, asking us to check albums, songs. So there's a lot of time and effort that goes into it. I always make a point of answering your comments in the comment section of our videos. So I take pride in that, of reading what you guys are writing, answering you guys back, answering the people that get in touch with us. So there's a lot of time. I would say it's really time. The easiest is for him, because he just sits down and he does the videos with me. I have the majority of the work, of setting everything up. I'm the guy that makes this machine run.
But let's be honest, if this was in my hands, this channel wouldn't go that far.
At least you're honest. Yeah. At least you're honest. FNMer. Oh my god, I forgot FNMer. Definitely one of the discoveries for them in 1914.
Yeah.
By the way, they're playing at Summer Breeze 1914, not FNMer. Oh, and FNMer, I have to tell Yari to take them on tour next time they go on tour.
I'm also just here for the eye candy.
Yes, you are the eye candy. What song did you connect to the least? Well, pick any song from the new Equilibrium album and you have your answer. That album should have never existed. I'll tell you, the new Sonata Arctica album, for as much as I dislike it, at least some of the songs are kind of growing on me. I'm not going to lie. it's kind of growing on me. But the new Equilibrium,
None of them are gonna grow on you.
I deleted that bad boy as fast as I could after the review, and I know some of the guys in the band, and
That's what made it harder.
and that made it hard. And perhaps we're not friends anymore, but you know what I mean. But just want to keep it honest.
You have to keep it real.
I just like to keep it real. We've never reacted to Love Bites. They're on Nuclear Blast. They're a Japanese band, female. I think female.
We can do that though.
We can definitely do that because they're on Nuclear Blast.
Favorite black metal album?
Whew. I'm not a big black metal fan. Somebody asked earlier, favorite death metal album? The Incomplete by Obituary. It's not the greatest death metal album of all time, but to me, it was the album that got me into death metal. So for that reason and that reason only, it has a special place in my heart. Favorite black metal album? I don't know, man. Honestly, that's not a question I can really answer truthfully. I don't listen to it. I haven't, through my 69 years of listening to metal, or 89 years, I never say my age. So through my whole time listening to metal, black metal is perhaps one of the genres that only this year I start to get more into it.
Like I would say
some of the Immortal stuff from early on.
And Abbath's new album.
Abbath new, but if I
think count as black metal.
Yeah, I know, but I'm going more into the Immortal stuff. I think some of the Immortal stuff is really good. And like I said, I discovered Immortal more last year when I checked out their new album, Northern Chaos Gods, and that made me go back and check some of their older stuff. So it's a genre that within the last 2 years has grown on me. I was always a thrash metal guy through and through, and power metal guy. I didn't listen to a lot of other shit outside of those two genres. But that is changing. Now I'm listening to a lot more black metal. The Incomplete is amazing. As of right now, my favorite death metal album is Leprosy. Oh, that's a classic. That's a classic. I hadn't even thought about that. That's a classic. But The Incomplete, the reason I said The Incomplete is really for one reason and one reason only, is because it was the album that got me into death metal. What do you think of Cradle of Filth covers of Halloween Be Thy Name? I don't know. We did that video on the channel, so just search it and go check it out. What we thought. Yeah, we did that video a couple months back.
I get so excited because I saw Hallowed Be Thy Name, and then I read the whole thing. I'm like, oh yeah, we did that.
Yeah, we did it.
No, because
there's also a Rockin' Christ song with that.
That's why I got so excited.
Yeah, Dimo Borgir, Sigma said Dimo Borgir was my gateway to black metal. It makes sense. It makes total sense. Give me your best metal scream growl. Oh no, it's not happening. No. What are you, Jared Dines now? Like, what are you doing to me?
What are you gonna do next?
Next
Look at my shirt.
Next thing you're gonna ask me to name 3 songs from Evil Drive and Hinayana? Like, come on, man. Seriously, let's move on. I'm not gonna scream. Nice try, though. Nice try.
We make fun of Jared then so much. No.
I mean, we're trying to start a feud with him so that we can get more subs.
No.
We're just joking. What else? What else is going on? Like a black metal day. Yeah, we don't honestly, we don't like to like create those kind of things because it really narrows down what you can check on any given day.
Yeah.
We try to do this. We try to do 3 Patreon videos. Is it 3 or 2? 2. We try to do 2 Patreon videos a week. On Mondays, we do the double header, which is a Patreon video in a band that reached out to us. Then we have our Throwback Thursday.
Yeah.
And then we have our Finish Sundays. And then in between that, we do either videos that are just been released that we want to check out, or we do videos that people ask us to check out. So I don't want to create a thing that we're going to be like narrowed down to a specific genre on any given day. Am I right, in my opinion, that Son likes power metal more than his father? I think he used to like power metal a lot more than what he does now.
To like doom,
melodic. He definitely listens to more doom and black metal, even black metal. Yeah.
With Batushka, the song we did.
Oh yeah, that song was great. Like, I can't believe I hadn't listened to the band up until now. Great thrash band. Oh, by the way, Marcel asked before about Annihilator. I'm thinking now he asked about Annihilator. I already heard Annihilator's new album. I already recorded the review. I'm just waiting to get closer to the actual date that the album comes out for me to post my review. I'll say this right now ahead of that review for those of you that are Annihilator fans. Their best album in the last 15 years. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh.
That's all I'm going to say.
That's hyping people up now.
Yeah. Yeah, tomorrow, I think tomorrow it's going to be some Nightwish on the channel. They released another video. We do need to do some Woods of stuff. I agree with you. but I think tomorrow there's some Nightwish coming. They released one more video for that live show that they did in Argentina, so I think we're going to go down that road tomorrow. Listening to Angel of Death for the first. Oh man, I actually discovered Slayer through South of Heaven. That was the first album that I listened to from Slayer.
Love Diggy.
Love Diggy. Hey man, everybody loves to Diggy.
Diggy Hole.
What else is going on?
Oh, this reaction was Greta.
Oh,
do you see that one?
I think it meant great.
Oh, it's a Greta Thunberg.
Yeah, like leave the girl alone.
She's a time traveler, right?
Thomas Jalapeno and Thomas Sakatumi. Who do you think is more of a musical genius? Listen, I can tell you the truth, and I can tell you what is the best option as far as my life is concerned. So as far as my life is concerned, I'm going to go with Thomas from Wolfheart because he knows where I live.
Yeah.
I see him at least once, like twice a year in person. He's coming back in March.
He's just like...
And I like my life, and I like my neck. So I'm going to say Thomas is a genius. Like, nothing he does is ever wrong.
He's like you from an alternate dimension.
Yes. By the way, for those of you that don't know, a little bit of an information. Wolfheart has a new album coming out in the new year. Boom. Just drop that.
See, that's why I do boom.
Just now, if he finds out that I said this, he's gonna kill me.
Yeah.
But new album from Wolfheart coming out in 2020.
Stir the pot.
It should come out. Should I say when it should come out?
No,
I'm not gonna say. War Assemble was the first song. War Assemble was the first song that I've ever listened to Slayer. I saw the video. That was the first ever Slayer song that I heard. But the first album that I actually went through beginning to end was South of Heaven. And it took me until 20 years later to realize that South of Heaven is hell. Yeah, it took me like 2 seconds. I had like an epiphany. It's like, wait a minute, South of Heaven? That's hell.
Yeah.
Hell. It's like, wow, what an idiot.
2 seconds.
Yeah. Will you come to us to Wacken in Germany? No, we're coming to Summer Breeze next year. 2020 we're going to be at Summer Breeze. Wacken is definitely on our list. Maybe one day down the road, Wacken will be the next logical step for us. Yeah. But right now, have you checked out any Behemoth on the channel? Yeah, man, just search. Like we've done 4 or 5 videos from Behemoth. I reviewed their latest album, Loved You at Your Darkest. They have Behemoth has an EP coming out now in January with 4 live tracks because they're re-releasing their album again, and they added 4 live tracks to that release. Because they're going to go on a European tour, so they want to release something before that European tour. Those live songs are absolutely amazing. I think it's I can't remember what the songs are. I have it already for review. Metal Blade sent it to me, but I can't remember. Come on, Wolfheart album early 2020 or spring or later? Early 2020. Not early. Spring. Yeah, that's all I can say. I can't tell you the month. I can tell you the day. I've heard 2 songs from it so far, but demos. I've heard 2 demos from the new Dawn of Solace. We pretty much heard half the album, but demos as well. Yeah. But that's all I can say, man. I see the guy all the time. I fear for my life. Like you don't wanna fuck around with that dude. He's a big dude.
You know how much ice cream it's gonna take to get his forgiveness?
Yeah, and he knows where we live. That's scary shit right there. So, what is your best concert of the year? For me, we talked about this. This question was earlier on as well. Fintroll is going to be at Summer Breeze, by the way. We're going to see them at Summer Breeze. I've never seen Death live. Never had the chance to see Death live. For you were Hatebreed at Heavy Montreal. For me, both times. Yeah. For me, it was Fleshgod Apocalypse. Best live show that I saw this year. Just absolutely phenomenal. Always wanted to ask, what the hell is that skull behind you guys? Is it a mug? No, it's just...
No, it's here. Actually, it was my idea to get it.
We bought this in Portugal last year. Oh, it still has the price tag on it. It cost €22.50. Oh. Can you see that? There, still has the price tag.
It was my idea to get this. We got this at the castle.
Yeah, it's just like a cool ornament. It's just like a skull listening to music, to metal music.
I thought it was a good idea for the background of our channel. I also have one in my room that says
slide it down?
The steampunk one.
Yeah, there.
I think we need to get A&P-REACTS stickers to put on the headphones.
Yeah. Do Fozzy Judas. All right. Funny enough, we've done Fozzy Judas, but it's not on the channel.
Oh,
We did it when we were trying out. Before we started the channel, we did maybe 4 or 5 videos that we never uploaded them because they're absolutely cringy as fuck.
oh, my voice.
Man, maybe one day we need to do it. Okay, so we did Fozzy Judas. We did Overkill Elimination. We did what's the other one? Avenged Sevenfold.
Damn.
Was Damn from Avenged Sevenfold, and we did another one from System of a Down. What was it?
Lonely Day.
Lonely Day. Yeah, we never uploaded those because they're as cringy as fuck. Like seriously, he sounds like a girl. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Those I think out of all of those, the one that I'm okay with us posting
was Judas.
Like maybe.
Oh, we also did a Holy Diver from Dio.
Yeah, but I think for our 3-year anniversary, we need to post one of them.
When we reach 3 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Us
watching ourselves, maybe.
Us making fun of ourselves.
Yeah, maybe that's a good idea.
You with a shorter beard, me with shorter hair.
I was skinnier too. Fuck. Yeah. Now I'm getting depressed. Now I'm really getting depressed. I agree with you. Rattlehead, it does look like Rattlehead. Hi from Brazil. Olá, pessoal. Tudo bem? Tudo jóia. Do you know the band Theocracy? No, I'm not familiar, I must say. Yeah, Antonio sounds way deeper now. Yeah, his testicles dropped sometime during the year.
My dream is to do the spoken word in the next Run Christ album.
All right, good for you. Could you react? Okay, so we're gonna stay on for another 10 minutes. All right, so get us your questions. We'll try to answer to as many questions as possible.
1 hour 30 minutes is.
I think it's good
because we don't want to pull the same thing we did last time, which was 8-hour stream.
Okay, so 10 more minutes. Give us your best questions. Future concert. By the way, just first, could you react to Diablo? Read My Scars. The answer is no, because it gets copyright blocked by the label. We can watch the video, but the moment we upload the video to our video, it gets blocked. So that's one of the reasons we've only done one Diablo song on the channel. If the guys from Diablo want us to do more, they can reach out to us and figure a way that their label doesn't block us from doing the videos. Like Nanowar of Steel, they reached out, and now we can go that route. Future concert you're most looking forward to? Wow.
I don't have a future concert right now.
Future concert I'm most looking forward to for next year. It's a divide between Rotting Christ, because that show is going to be phenomenal with Wolfheart.
Am I going to that?
I don't know. Maybe I can sneak you in.
Please.
So that one and Mayhem with Abbath. Those are perhaps the two that I'm most.
So those are the two that
right now.
I hope I can be snuck into.
We'll try our best. I'll ask some. I'll pull some strings and ask some people. You love from Iceland. Love you guys' reaction to Skull Mold. Skull Mold was amazing. We saw them at Heavy Montreal. We did an interview with them. That's on the channel.
I'm actually really happy we did that, because
I love those guys. Really nice guys. Love those guys. Yeah. Too bad they took a break. I hope they get back together, because absolutely phenomenal song. Another phenomenal band. Another band from Iceland that I absolutely love is Soul Saphir. Saw them twice back-to-back nights here in Toronto.
That's dedication.
Oh, I was invited by Season of Mist, so I was not going to say no. So, yeah. I see that you guys are seeing Machine Head in February. I'm seeing them in January. It's my first show. Excited to say the least. It's my first show. I saw Machine Head in 1994 opening for Slayer. That's the first time I saw Machine Head. He's not going because it's not all ages. I'm going to try to get an interview with Rob on that show. We'll see how it goes. I'm definitely going to request it. And just because I'm going to request it doesn't mean I...
it's going to happen.
It's going to happen, yeah. Do you guys know why Overkill won't or can't perform in Canada? I don't think they can't or they won't. Maybe they won't, but it's not because they can't. Maybe somebody from the band has a criminal record, and that's why. Because if you have a criminal record, even if you have a speeding ticket or not speeding ticket, but if you have a DUI, driving under the influence, you cannot cross the border. So if one of their guys, if Bobby Blitz, I don't know if he has a criminal record or not, but if he does, then he can't cross the border, and that could explain the fact why Overkill does not play in Canada. All right. Anything else? Will my December request for be done, or should I request it next month? I would say it's safe to say request it next month, because for the month of December, we're trying to get on Patreon. We're trying to get every patron one video for within the month of December. It's going to be impossible, so we're going to even move some of them towards January.
Yeah.
we just have to give something back to the people on Patreon, because
'Cause they
without
support
them,
us, yeah.
yeah, without them, we wouldn't have the new camera, the new gear, the new lights, and you guys are going to see the different quality in the videos. Even because of them, we've been able to upgrade our gear that we do the interviews with, so we have to give them back a little bit. So definitely hit us up in January. Muerte el reggaeton. I have to agree with that, man. Dude, my wife listens to reggaeton. She took me to a freaking concert. I don't even know if it was Daddy Yankee, Yankee Daddy, or Daddy Doolittle, or I honestly, it was.
You took the bullet on that one. Yeah.
It was absolutely painful as fuck. The dude changed clothing like with every single song. I honestly, I don't know. It's not for me.
The only time I want that is when a ghost happens. Because then I'm okay with changing the clothing.
Greetings from Chile. Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias. I really appreciate you guys watching.
I saw someone earlier, they said greetings
from... hold on. Any more live streams coming with Drunken Mikael Salo and his friends like Asim? Yes! Wow. Yes. December 27th. We haven't announced it yet. We're going to announce it tomorrow. December 27th, we're going to be doing a Facebook live stream that we'll upload it to YouTube later. And we're going to have a very special guest from none other than Ginger. Mr. Eugene is going to be joining our live stream. So it's going to be Mikael Salo, Asim, me, Antonio, and Eugene from Ginger on the live stream.
An array of personalities.
Yeah, December 27th, Facebook live stream will later on be uploaded onto YouTube. Because as you guys saw at the beginning of this stream, there's no way we can tag people into this stream. It would just be so slow and choppy. It would just not work. So
when is Antonio starting a band?
Well, the problem is there's nobody around here that plays besides the drummer buddy of yours.
Well, no, actually, there's him, and then there's also a bass player that he plays with. So, yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah.
So not anytime soon.
Who is your pick for the most underrated band that doesn't get enough love? Man, Suicidal Angels needs more love. But
Beyond Creation needs a lot of
Beyond
love.
Creation needs more love too. The Agonist needs a lot more love. There's a lot of bands.
I have another one, but if I say, you're gonna yell at me.
Who? Metal De Facto?
Yeah. We give him a lot of love, you know.
Will you ever show us your setup? Yes, I'm planning on doing like a short video, maybe on Monday or something like that. When I set it up to when we record videos 3 days a week. We record videos on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Each day we do 3 videos, and then we have enough material to post a video every single day.
Yeah.
All right. So the next time that we do a video and I have the whole setup put together, I will do a little video to show you guys what the new setup is, how everything works, so you guys can get a little bit of the behind the scenes on how things get set up. It said was requested on Patreon. So if you requested on Patreon, then we'll get to it. Maybe not in December, but in January. We're going to do 1 request per patron, even if it kills us. So if we can't get everybody done within the month of December, then we're going to hop into January and continue until we get at least 1 request for every single person. So fear not. Right now, most likely you will see it in January, though. Next summer in Tampere will be 17th time to see Iron Maiden. Wow, 17 times.
Jesus
Holy
Christ.
shit. Fuck. I don't think I've seen my wife naked 17 times. Holy fuck. What are your most favorite video games of the decade? We talked about this already. Favorite game, Assassin's Creed, all time. Boom, done. FIFA, done. Perfect. Leisure Suit Larry, boom, done. You don't even know that one.
No, I don't.
No, it's from the PC times. It was like a porno one where the guy went around like.
It's like a Super Seductor or whatever the hell.
I don't even I don't know.
That's a new one.
Oh, is that a new one?
Yeah.
All right, so we have a couple more minutes. Merry Christmas to everybody. Can't wait for the A&P Christmas special. Yeah, it's going to be crazy, man. We're going to have Asim, Eugene, and Salo on that stream.
We're trying to, instead of making 8 hours, we're trying to cut that
No,
down.
it's going to be like 1 hour, an hour and a half, pretty much like today. Antonio is only 15, by the way. He's not 16, only 15. What else? LVT, yeah, we got to check out a little bit more of them, but man, I love those guys. They gave me a shout out during their Toronto show, and then I got to meet everybody outside after the show.
I really wish I was
Kriegel
there.
was the greatest. He stopped the show. He's like, dude, are you the guy with a YouTube channel? And I was like, oh man, my life, I can die now.
Yeah.
Like, for Kriegel to stop the show, it's like, man, this is bothering me since I came on stage. Are you the guy with a YouTube channel? All right, you have to come for drinks after the show. It was absolutely crazy.
I really wish I was there.
That was crazy, man, and I got to meet everybody after. Well, the guys from Corpus Clanny were there. I already know them.
Yeah.
But I got to meet all the guys
I hope that happens again when I'm there.
All right. Leisure Suit Larry was epic. Indeed, it was. Yes.
There's a question for you. When did you move to Canada from Portugal?
Oh, I moved to Canada in 1996 to go to university, and I graduated from university in 2000, and that's when I got married, and then I stayed. But 1996 is when I came. Favorite band shirt? Wow, you know how many shirts we have? We have a drawer that has 4 shelves. All 4 are full with shirts. We have 2 shelves of shirts that we haven't even worn yet.
Exactly.
Because bands, labels, PR companies, they send us shirts. We go to concerts, the bands don't let us buy the shirts, they give us shirts.
Soon I'm going to need a tub, like, to put next to my bed.
Like, we went to see Kalma. Kalma gave us shirts.
Yeah.
We go see F&M, or they gave us shirts. So, like, we have, like this massive amount of T-shirts. It's hard to say. His channel has many... Whose channel? Our channel? We're not God. No, we're just good people that love metal music, and we appreciate it. Yeah, we're not Swedish Jesus, and we just appreciate you guys spending time with us. Foda-se, és português. Sou. Uau. Olha, foda-se. Às vezes gajo é português. Eu se pudesse ser, se calhar queria ser alemão, porque calhava melhor, né? Os gajos têm mais dinheiro e não sei o quê, calhava melhor. Mas olha, aconteceu, o que é que queres que eu te faça? Eu sou português. According to Ancestry DNA, I'm 75% Portuguese.
Really?
Yeah, 3% German.
I thought you were, what was it, 58?
No, it changed now. It changed now.
I don't know how it changed.
I don't know.
Really?
I don't know.
93% German. So now
where is that signed Amorphous poster? In his room.
Yeah.
In his room. If you go see my concert review for Power Trip, you can see the poster behind me. All right? You can see the poster behind me. It's framed on his wall. Boom. And I like this boom.
See, I told you.
What is the band that you've seen the most times? I think it's a tie between Slayer and Ghost.
Wolfheart. How many times have you seen Wolfheart?
3.
And we've seen Ghost.
And Sepultura, I've seen 4.
See, and we've seen Ghost
5.
4 times.
5. 3 times this year we've seen Ghost alone.
Oh yeah.
And I've seen Slayer like 5 times. All right. I've got a pic of the singer. Oh, why would you want a picture of Yanni's ass? I mean, I guess. I mean, if it makes you happy, it is what it is. I'm not judging. I'm just saying. All right, what's your favorite band shirt?
Oh,
Answer
Sabaton
yes.
singer Joachim is Czech and Swedish. I didn't know that.
Oh, I didn't know that. Wow. Wow. So is that why he rolls his R's? Is that the Czech side of him?
Yeah, that's probably the Czech side of him.
Oh, wow. Wow. That is like I had no idea.
That's new information.
That's new information. Obscure sign with Nuclear Blast. Yeah. They're gonna be releasing something soon, by the way. What's your oldest band shirt? Wow. Oh. I didn't keep some of my old ones, unfortunately. I think the oldest shirt that I have, it's maybe like an Iron Maiden shirt from when I saw them, Seventh Son of the Seventh Son tour. I think that's probably the oldest one that I have. Will you do a reaction of Antonio's voice evolution? No, that would be just like weird.
That would just be like...
Yeah, that would be like really weird. Thank you. Soon you'll reach 50,000.
You have to put your beard into a Viking braid.
Yeah, I need to order those little braid thingies from Grimfrost to braid my beard. All right, it's we've been here for an hour and 30 minutes. I think it's time for us to.
My ass is hurting.
It's time for us to call it a day.
When we do the stream with us, you might need a better chair.
Yeah, we're planning on coming to Sabaton Open Air down the road, probably 2021. This is kind of where we are. Sabaton Open Air, 70,000 tons. The NEM convention is the place we want to go. So we have a few things that we want to do, but for now, next year, definitely Summer Breeze is where we're going to be at. Will there be a return of Winter Sundays when Time 2 comes out?
Yes.
Yeah, but first Time 2 has to come out, right? And I can tell you...
That time is not happening anytime soon.
It's going to take some time. I was talking to Yadi yesterday, and apparently I was tossing like dates at him.
Yeah.
You know, like So I'm sure you're busy working on the album because you're looking at releasing it, and then I would say a date, right? Like just to see what he would say. He's like, yeah, I'm not looking at that specific date. I'm like, oh, are you kidding me?
It was like, he was like, it's hot, and then you would do another one. He's like cold. It's like you were trying to guess.
Do you watch Sabotage? Yeah. No, but I was throwing that out there just to see if you would bite,
Yeah.
right? But he wasn't biting. Do you watch Sabotage's History channel? Yes, we both do. All right. My wife, just last question. My wife, no, we never forget German metal. Never. Schnell. Das Auto.
No, it's not even bad that you say that, because you're actually 3% German.
Oh, Blind Guardian, favorite band from Germany. Boom. Done.
Boom. See, the boom thing is growing on you.
All right, guys. My wife is not... Well, my wife is Canadian because she was born in Canada, but her background is Guyanese Indian. Like, she's... from her parents are from Guyana, but her background, her ethnicity is Indian, not Native American.
And her
like
ancestry
Indian.
thing is just full Indian.
Yeah, she's like from India.
Which means
ancestry.
I have a good chance of being 50%.
All right, so this is going to be the last question, I promise.
Yeah.
How many shirts of metal bands do you have? Too many to count. We have 4 drawers each filled with shirts. Each drawer maybe has 30 shirts.
And the drawers are so heavy.
If you pull two of them,
they start tipping down.
I've gotten to the point where I've gone into the spare room and I'm using the cabinets in the spare room to store T-shirts. Just to give you an idea, the most amount of T-shirts we have ever received was the guys from Long Branch Records. They sent us a box, and the box had 15 vinyls, maybe 10 CDs, and 20 T-shirts in it from all different bands from that label. So we got tons. All right, guys. Merry Christmas. Thank you very much for taking the time to do this live stream with us.
The next live stream will be with Mikael Salo and Asim.
The next live stream will be December 27th with Mikael Salo, Asim, and Eugene from Ginger. It will be a Facebook live stream because it's the only way we can tag them all in and be able to do the live stream, because we learned today that doing live streams on YouTube sometimes gets crazy and choppy and it's difficult. So that will be the next live stream, December 27th. We will be live streaming on Facebook, on our Facebook page. So if you want, go click on following or whatever the thing is with our Facebook page. You can follow the live stream there, and then I'll upload it to YouTube afterwards. All right? So, and this video is going to be available for all of you guys to watch. So if you guys want to go back and watch this video, it'll be available. All right, guys. We'll see you at our next video tomorrow, which, for all of you watching, Nightwish. All right. See you guys tomorrow. Take care, guys.
See you guys.